Kui too nurk noh. Nüüd fucking sain need looma. Well, okay then. I was hoping for a boom. Look, I found another one. Yoo-hoo! What a colossal moment. Ma ei tea, no vaata, mis täitsa lõpp, mingi räige kivi on all lihtsalt. Mida vittu ma sellest põrandast siin valan, kurat, siin on igal pool põrand all. take note, man. That's how you're supposed to go into the ground. None of that floor business. Woohoo! I think that kind of takes care of the formwork part. Apart from that little access tunnel there. Oh, hi by the way. Pretty sure I didn't say that. But guys, welcome to episode 2 of my firewood shed build. I think so far we haven't really achieved much of anything. But next up I wanna fill this box with rocks. Basically the entire base is filled with rocks. Maybe leave like 10 centimeters of room for the concrete. I want to get that nice firm base for the concrete to sit on. So plus I don't need to make so much mixy mix, that's for sure. The issue is though, I don't really have a lot of rocks on hand at the moment. This was one pile and got a little pile here as well, but clearly it's not enough. Clearly not enough. You know, let's worry about the rocks later. I actually have a delivery soon. You guys remember when I made that pad? Now, all in all, it went pretty swimmingly. I saved a lot of euro dollars by mixing the mix myself and doing most of the work basically. But I still made this one little mistake. I hauled all the cement myself. Now I can't really remember how many road trips I had to take, but I'm assuming it was about 6 or 7. I had to take 6 or 7 trips to the city, and you know, a lot of time wasted plus fuel. It's not worth it, guys. If you have like a huge project and you need like a lot of material, then just order the thing on site. That's the mistake I made when I poured this thing. I hold all the cement myself, including the rebar. So all in all, I ordered 5 pallets of cement plus 40 pieces of rebar, and they're gonna deliver everything here. The delivery cost was only $50 or 50 euros, guys. It's not worth it going to pick up the stuff yourself. That was horrible. But guys, at the moment I'm kind of worried about one thing. Will I even be able to unload the cement? I mean, this is my only option I have. And you know, on paper, this thing can do 600 kilos. I think that's without any attachment on the thing. But you know, the pallet of cement is about 1,000 kilos with the pallet. So I'm gonna go over the rating, definitely quite a bit actually. Hopefully it will be able to do it. Guess we'll see. You guys remember when I had that catastrophe unloading job with the OSP? Everything just kind of went to hell, and the entire area was filled with slippery OSP. Hopefully it's not gonna be the same situation with cement. That's a lot harder to pick up, right? Yeah, that's a lot harder to pick up. But anyway, the guy told me that he's gonna arrive in about 30 minutes. Hopefully we'll not get any of that rain business, but you know, that doesn't look too good. Go somewhere over there. I don't need you here at the moment. Supermom was raking the ground and this thing came out of the ground. Look at that. wonder what that is. Part of a tractor, most likely. Pretty heavy. Look at the thickness of that plate, man. Wow. I think this is part of a wheel assembly, maybe. Not quite sure at the moment. Dude, look at that. It's the same thing. That thing. It's missing that part though. But it's the same thing. Spare parts, man, spawning out of the ground. Where did the dude? Guy told me 30 minutes, give or take. And it's been 30 minutes and 15 seconds. What? Liar, pants on fire. Maybe we can find something to kill time. I remember there was something of interest here. Oh yeah. Check it out, guys. Fool's Gold. Not sure if you can see those sparkles all around. But dude, this is fool's gold. It looks like gold, but it's not. I think if you put some water on it, it kind of shows better. But I did have like a better example here. This one. Let's see. Let's try to break this apart. Look at that. Not sure if you guys can see anything, but through my eyes, seems like a lot of gold. Oh, you can see better now. Look at that. Holy hell. The rock is very weak as well. It just kind of breaks apart. Yeah. The flakes are just, basically you can just kind of wash them away. Looks pretty nice though. Yeah. Pretty good example. Check it out. Man, what a grandpa. Must have some hearing issues, I guess. But the dude is still not here. I'm gonna go have a little beauty sleep, not the other thing. So I will be right back. I smell cement. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wrong delivery, man. Bummer. Actually, not really. He's gonna back up and I'm gonna try to unload somewhere here. That way I have that nice little grate and maybe the bobcat won't tilt over them because the back end will be sitting lower.
ütlen, peadki nii kinni panema kõik asjad, et Lõuna-Eesti on politseist täis ju.
On jah?
Tallinnast kõik kohe, kaalupussid kõik siin. Eile oli kiht. Üleeile võeti Võrumees maha rajalt Võru ja Tartu vahel.
Ja.
Nii, tehti kontroll ära. Aga eile saadeti mind Võru peale. Noh, oli vaja, et küljalt uks lahti käiks. Ja tema tuli Valga peale. Laatres võeti jälle ta maha. See sama alus oli sealt alt natukene kaitstud.
No ma panen siis selle nagu esimesena. Aga võib-olla äkki saad kuidagi niimoodi anda, et see pikem külg jääb nagu sinnapoole.
Aga sa saad ristipidi?
Ja siis on nagu raskus paremini peal mulle. Veits hukkana. Ta läks ümber. Ta hakkas vajuma ja läks.
Ta oli kaldu ka veits.
Jah. That's the guy who makes all the misses. Peaaegu läks hästi.
Peaaegu, jah. 4 korda läks hästi, 1 kord läks. See oli kunagi see lookrooli joon.
Lapperjahil või?
Kõik lapperjahil, jah?
Ei ole.
See vedrut siin ees hiljem. Seda vedrut ka ei olnud ühte. Noh, värskelt remonditud. Värvitud oli värskelt. Sita peale, ütleme eesti keeles välja. Oleks siis korralikult puhtakski pestud. Lehmasitt oli täitsa paks lehmasitt. Ma viisin ta ninatpidi juurde, küsin, mis sa teed nälja muga või? Oi kuradid töömees raiss saab muge.
Well, this could have gone better. No, almost, man. Still had a little bit of failure, but 3.5 successful lifts. Although I still need to get them there somehow. Pretty sure the Bobcat can't do it. Well, I tried with one. This is the result. The moment I drove here, the thing just kind of went forward. Couldn't even put it down fast enough. I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try. This doesn't even move. What are you kidding me? Pity! Fly! Selle sinna panin, et ma ei saa aru. Technology, guys. Okay, well, I would say that went pretty good. Don't you agree? Yeah. Now we just have to wait for the other delivery. Rebar dude, where you at, my man? And the guy called me up and told me about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go straight to bed. Have that beauty sleep again. Something very similar. You know, the dude delivery guys. We struck up a conversation and basically the same topic. I don't know. Okay, so the first guy who arrived, who brought me the cement, he told me that just recently he rebuilt the transmission or the gearbox on the D40 AM tractor, and he told me that if you disassemble the thing, you need to immediately assemble it afterwards because you can't remember anything anymore. And dude, the other guy, he told me the exact same thing. The only difference was that he did not assemble it immediately. So he wanted to snap a couple of pictures down there to just kind of remind him where all the pedals and everything connected up to. So I think that's pretty interesting, you know. I mean, what are the odds? Two different delivery guys talk about the same exact topic, although they don't know each other whatsoever. I don't know. Sounds kind of suspicious, but who am I to judge? By the way, this was completely worth it. Yeah, I already saved like 300 euros, guys. I kid you not. Now, because I bought in bulk, I got a better price. Plus, the delivery was only 50 euros. Man. For the whole lot though, I paid about 1700 bucks. Almost 1700 bucks. A little bit less. But you know, I did some calculations, and if I decided to use my little trailer to haul everything here, then about seven trips to the city would have been the proper way. Plus the material itself, it would have been a bit more expensive if I went with the trailer option. Because I bought from a different company, Now the company which I bought that stuff from is basically straight from the factory. So last time I paid about $5, well $5.20 per bag, but these I got for 4 euros and 9 cents. So dude, that's like a whole euro plus some cents difference there. It's a pretty big difference. I mean, 240 bags combined. It's like over 200 euros of savings right there. And the rebar I got for 11 plus something, or let's just kind of say 12, whatever. But the other store was selling them for almost 14. So extra 2 euros per sheet, basically. There should be a total of 40 sheets here. But guys, obviously this is not all for the firewood shed build. I think here I'm gonna use about maybe 2-3 pallets of cement. I don't think I'm gonna need that much. I ordered more because I wanted to have some material for the bat build over there, or maybe next up is the tractor shed. I'm not really sure at the moment which I'm gonna do first. But yeah guys, ordering in bulk and on site is the way to go if you have a bunch of big projects like I do. But anyway guys, let's continue with the business now. I think it's been almost like half an hour and we haven't really done anything yet. Oh yeah, but apart from building the formworks, but dude, that's like nothing. Next step would be rocks. Need to fill the box with the rocks. And I'm gonna exhaust my piles first. So I got that there, plus the secret pile, which you guys know about, so I guess it's not like a secret pile anymore. Yeah, the not so secret pile in the forest, gonna go pick that up as well. But clearly that's not enough. We need a lot more. And you know, I talked to you guys about the situation that I may have a super secret pile as well, and I do. You guys remember the field owner beyond my forest? Well, that guy has a lot of fields around this area, and every year he cleans the fields of rocks, and he dumps those rock piles in random locations, and one of them is near me. The other rock piles are probably very far away, so I'm not gonna go try to grab those. But one of those piles is actually not that far, maybe like a 5-minute drive. So not that really far away. And you know, I talked to the guy. I called him up and asked nicely if maybe I can have one of those piles if he doesn't need them, right? And he nicely said, yeah, sure, why not? Go pick them up. So we're gonna go on a mission. But first, you know, I do have like a little delivery to make. I'm gonna go take you guys a look at the pile, but on the way I have a little delivery to make. So Santa Claus brought some what is that? Hot chocolate concentrate. So basically this is like a liquid chocolate inside here, and he brought 2 of them. However, I'm gonna take one of them to my neighbors. Hell, I don't even know if I'm able to eat that up anytime soon. I wonder if it has like an expiration date or something like that. It's probably lasts for a while, these things. I mean, it's chocolate, but I'm gonna keep one, gonna take the other to my neighbors. I mean, it's on the way anyway. Plus we get to walk around a bit. That's always good, right? Sorry guys, I meant my neighbor's neighbor. So it's like 2 neighbors between my other neighbor. We're gonna go there instead. Look guys, a lake. So cool. The lake actually belongs to the to the neighbor I'm going to at the moment. Maybe this is like a bribe for future endeavors. Yeah, I hope so. Pretty good stuff. This should give me some access to somewhere. Check it out, guys. Firewood boxes. It looks exactly the same. That means I'm not the only insane person doing that. So much firewood. I think the guy is in business, doing firewood business. Look at the amount of those logs. Yeah, definitely. But that's not where I'm taking the chocolate. Actually, over there. Hallo?
Peale jauku. Rohkem ei olnud midagi, jah?
Ei olnud jah, praegust.
No miks kohe sa peale jaugu? Isegi ta haugub minu peale praegu.
Ma naugun ise tema peale. Sõber oled või? Ta mõtles kaua aega lihtsalt. Now this is a fine line of trees. Look at that, guys. Yeah, we're not really far away. Maybe you can even spot the girovets through the trees over there. But the rock pile is a bit further. However, from here I can already see it. Right over there somewhere. And the road is not that long, maybe about mile and a half perhaps. But right now I'm not really sure how I'm gonna load them on. Maybe I'm gonna bring the bobcat here as well. Would probably make sense, right? It'll take forever if I... Oh look, somebody actually recently even put more here. Yeah, there's some fresh tracks going on. Dude, yeah, this is a pretty good pile right here. I mean, it's pretty huge. I think I'm gonna clean everything up, grab everything, because I definitely need it for my other bad projects as well, right? Even the big ones, perhaps. Maybe a bit too big. Okay, definitely I can't lift that, that's too big. And I'm not gonna bring Joseph here, that's for sure. But dude, this is a pretty decent pile, no lie. This is gonna help me out a lot. But guys, let's go exhaust my own piles first. Then we can deal with that mess. Guys, I just have to show you this. Check the growth on these vines. Look at that. Okay, that was a fake laugh. I'm gonna try better next time. But dude, look at that. Damn. Okay, well, let's go on that rock rescue mission. Think I'm gonna dump all those loads against the blade on Joseph. Then when I'm picking them up with the bobcat to spread them around nicely, at least I have something solid to do bush against. Plus I don't really think I need Joseph at the moment. I want to give that grass a chance to grow, you know. There and also there. Nature, man, that's important, right? Dude, what? It's worse. Whatever, I tried. At least we got a nice day for hauling some rocks. You know, I'm gonna put some grease into the tires. So probably gonna get some decent mileage today. I keep them pretty greased up usually, but more is always better, right? Yeah, some water in there. Bloody empty again, man. Dude, this dupe should be at least 4 meters long. It should last longer. I didn't really think this through, as usual. Got the grease fitting over there, and if it's on the ground, it's literally just behind the post. You can't access that. Nut job engineering. Super useful ramp. Actually, I just wanted to grease a couple of these fittings here. Haven't done this in a while. Yeah. So much wear here. Look at that. Much better now. Take note of that bolt, guys. I mean, yeah, bolt. You know, ever since I bought this thing, it's like I don't even remember. Many years. Ever since I bought this thing, I've always had that thing open. I never bothered to put the bolt there. But dude, yeah, I've been watching some of John's videos. You know, the John from Farmcraft 101, and I kind of realized, hey, it's actually extremely dangerous to have that thing open, or not there. I mean, you have to be a complete nut job, honestly. Now, through John's videos, I kind of realized that you know, having the cab open like I had all these years, it's actually very dangerous. You know, just imagine if you like flip over with the machine. Hasn't happened to me before, but yeah, you never know. In that scenario, the cab can just kind of flip open as well while you're doing loop-de-loops, and then you can just kind of, you know, die or something worse. So I never really even thought about this until I noticed it in one of John's videos. So I'm gonna keep the cab nicely locked down from now on out. Yeah. But you know, let's go hit the road. Got lots of rocks to carry here. Out of fuel. 1 second. Yeah, not sure, maybe I still have to manually do this part because I don't want to. I don't need a third. Definitely not. But I think the Bobcat will still help me out here. Check it out, guys. Food. Hi. Such a nice day for them. Oh, that was quite the walk. But you know, we can finally test some faster gears out with this thing. Never mind. I thought something fell off the trailer. Okay, it's gonna be a bit time. It's gonna take a bit of time, for sure. But I think this is the best way I can go about it. If I try to pick it up with the bucket, I would just get too much dirt with it, and I don't want to dump dirt at the spaceport. But I think it's still worth it, even if I spend like 2 days here. This pile will help me out with this project and many others. I definitely don't need this many for the firewood shed build. I'm not gonna overfill the trailer as well. I just wanna see how it performs with 4 Bobcat buckets. I think this is pretty ideal. But anyway, guys, like I said, this is probably gonna take me a couple of days at least. So let's do a quick time lapse about this part. Yeah. Put on some Dooney Dunes for you guys. Check this crap out. Man, I felt like something was burning in the gap. That thing is really, really hot. You can't even put your hand on it. Yeah, immediately burn it. Looks like our little rock rescue mission has to be cut short. Pretty sure that's not an easy fix. What is that even? I'm not sure, honestly. Maybe something to do with clutch, maybe? No, not with the clutch pedal, no. That's different. Oh man, look at that boot. Yikes. There's a bunch of mice in there, most likely. Maybe that's the problem. They made a nest in the most unlikely places. In wild guess, I'm guessing it has something to do with brakes. Yeah, we got the exact same thing on the other side. Is this hot as well? No, this is ambient. Maybe a bit more, like 35 or something like that. That's not bad. And that's the PTO shaft. And that thing goes through the gearbox to the other side. So I'm guessing it's the brakes. Brakes are here. Yeah, brakes are here. So these are the brakes. Brake housing, I'm guessing. You know what? I'm gonna quickly call up Steve just to confirm it. Yeah, basically Steve confirms it. It's a brake housing and some hydraulic blockator thing. I'm guessing for the rear differential, and he said very bad, so that's not good. No, he said that the brake most likely is ticking on. And that's what causing the thing to heat up. So technically I can't really use the tractor again. Also, what's up with just yesterday I fixed the brakes on that thing, and now the next day the brakes fail on this thing. What the hell, man? They're not sticking hard though, because I can't even notice that the brakes are on. I mean, we can like do a quick test, drive on the brake testing ramp. Gear out. It stays on very little, but it still heats up the housing pretty bad. I don't think it's a good big Russian gearboxes. Come on. Vittu nahku sun kuradi käigu kast. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to continue at the moment. Probably gonna mess something up if it's not already messed up. Le Mondo.
Well, at least the door works.
But you know, luckily it doesn't really matter that much at the moment. I'm pretty sure I have enough rocks for this build at least. Probably even more. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab the bobcat from the pit. The mountain, I mean. And spread it around nicely. Basically I just want to get like a fine layer down. I don't need a lot on this side. A bit more on this side. About the pile though, I think I'm not even halfway through it so far. Maybe about 30%. And I already have a pretty decent load. And it's still completely filled with mud as well, which is just kind of annoying. It's not a clean rock pile. It's a pretty bad mix, honestly. And maybe something like a skeleton bucket would be useful in this situation. Not sure at the moment. It's doable, but it's just kind of annoying. Takes a bit of time. That looks pretty good. Pretty solid base. Next is denied. The gates of Mordor are closed. But guys, I wanna install power as well to the shed. Who knows, might need it in the future. And I think I'm gonna do the power box in this corner. Maybe. Currently I'm not sure where the door is even gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do the other corner. Now I figured I'm probably gonna need to build a ramp for this bed as well, much like I have there. And maybe it will look cooler if the two ramps kind of face each other, you know. If I put the ramp there, then maybe backing into that ramp will be a bit problematic if I have stuff parked there. I mean, here I have a lot more room, plus I can kind of drive straight up there and then back into the firewood shed. Kind of makes more sense, right? So I just have to make the wire a bit longer. I think that's not a problem. Oh look, it's Captain Lawnmower. Don't please drive over my wire. Okay. Now technically this thing will be embedded in concrete mostly. So maybe I don't even need to cover it. But I still kind of want to cover it. Maybe I can use up some... Dude, that's that worthless water hose. Let's use up that. Finally, man, this worthless water hose is actually useful for something. found another short piece. Check this out, guys. Kink 1, kink 2, kink 3, loop-de-loop, kink 4, kink 5, kink 6, 7. Man, this is the most worthless item in the universe, but for this, not bad. A good way to get rid of worthless junk. I'm gonna leave that there for now. Actually, the electricity part, that's like the last thing I'm gonna hook up. Basically, when the shed is just completely finished, then we'll do that part. The next up, rebar, and then we have to install the lighthouses. Okay. Yeah, that was probably the most boring job ever. But I'm sure there's more. About the rebar, guys. Normally I only use 5mm thickness. I don't really see the point of using anything thicker on the stuff that I do. I mean, I already have like a very decent solid base under it, and the rebar is just there to, I don't know, moral support, I guess. I mean, on that thing I also installed only 5mm, and dude, got a 14-ton tractor on it. Everything's okie dokie. I think the most important part is the base. You know, first I had the gravel layer, which I compacted down, then I put rocks down, also drove over them with the excavator, further compacting the area. I think the base is pretty good at the moment, and no, plus because of the rocks, you know, I don't really need to put anything between the bottom floor or the bottom surface and the rebar. The rebar is already like mostly elevated, maybe like couple of lower spots I can improve. You know what, I'm gonna install some edge protectors, or well, pylons basically. They're much like I did on the helicopter pad over there. Just hammer in some pylons to the edge, because this shed, it will not have like a foundation per se. Everything will be sitting on the floor, and the weight of the building will be basically on the edge. So I don't want that edge to break off, and thus I'm gonna hammer in a bunch of posts all around, especially the rampart. And for pylons, I'm gonna use this stuff. I think I'm gonna cut them in half. They're kind of long. Don't need them to be this long for that floor. So I should still get some decent penetration into the ground. Plus it will help to support the edge. I only found 3 at the moment. That's weird. Pretty sure I had more. Found a couple of more. Later I'm gonna dye the rebar with these things as well. I'm gonna try to tie everything together. No, I would say that's basically finished with the rebar part. Yeah, pretty much. I think it even came out better than what I did at the sawmill shed. You know, there I kind of failed to anticipate this one little thing. You know, the vertical posts which I hammered into the ground, I only did so in the corners. Only in the 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you know, I did not realize that, hey, I'm probably gonna need some posts in the middle somewhere as well. I can't have like a, I don't know what this is, 14 meter long beam. Yeah, I can't just have that. So I have to install some posts in between as well. And I did not hammer in anything to the sides. Plus, nothing under here as well. But I guess it doesn't matter, it still looks pretty okay. Yeah, at least here I don't have to worry about that problem. I can install posts all over the outside edge. I don't really need to think about it at all. But you know, let's focus on the next thing now. I need to install those lighthouses. Basically just hammer a bunch of sticks into the thing and get some wood going that way. So I could have those pockets which I can later fill with concrete. Mixy mix, sorry.
Holy hell. What a bazooka.
Can't believe I missed rain. At least the work was doable then. Right now it's just so hot. Maybe soon we'll get some. But I think that takes care of the formwork part. Now everything should be pretty much finished at this point. The only thing's missing is my mixing station. And for that I need to build some type of a platform. Actually I already have something. This is from the helicopter battlefield. I did not want to throw it away because I figured I might need it again but it's in a pretty rough state, honestly. However, maybe I can still use this, and once I don't need it anymore, then I can just throw it in the fire pit, you know. I need to modify it a bit though. Currently it only has legs at the back. I also need some legs up front. Yeah, let's try to reuse this thing. Pretty sure everything's just gonna fall apart now. Yeah. I think I'm gonna sacrifice the OSB panel for the top coat. This is just horrible. Might even need two. Yeah, maybe I can even reclaim the slower speed once I'm finished with it. Definitely looks better now though. Yeah, now I'm hoping that maybe I can use this at that board shop as well. Definitely need like an elevated platform for that. Engineer. But anyway guys, I'm gonna set up my mixing setup now, and tomorrow morning I should get my sand delivery. Then we can actually start pouring. Now if you ask me, the most boring part of the video just ended, because now we can start pouring. Pouring. Ooh. Oh, hi. So it begins. Such famous words. Okay, so I'm gonna test out a new mixer for this project. Oh. Got a giant John Deere. It's going away now. Maybe he got scared of the gyros. Yeah, you better run. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna try to test this piece of garbage out. One thing's for sure, I'm gonna hate that locking mechanism because currently it's like brand new. I haven't used it even once, but it's already getting stuck. Yeah, that thing is just. Now it doesn't even lock on its own. Look at that. It's already broken. Piece of crap. Oh, now you lock. Okay. Whoever designed that, if by chance you're watching this video, bro, just go jump in a proper mixer, bro. I'm gonna spray the thing with some diesel fuel. Some of you guys told me that it will help to for the concrete not to stick on it. Plus maybe it will loop something up down there, make it functional at least. But anyway, guys, I think I'm just gonna sort of time-lapse this part. This is very extremely boring job. I mean that in a literal sense. It's very boring. I'm guessing it's gonna take me about well, that took me about 5 days, but this is about 60% of volume that I used there. So I'm guessing this is gonna take me about two and a half days, maybe 3. So it's not that bad, still quite a bit though. But I already pulled off some calculations, and dude, the money I will save in just 3 days, totally worth it. But you know, let's just kind of get to work, and hopefully we'll be able to finish before lunchtime. Everything that has a beginning has an end, you know. Didn't I have staples somewhere? What? Stay, you hobo tarp! Such fine calculations. I'm a mathematical expert, man. Yeah, at first I was pretty sure one load is enough. Look at that. I'm so bad at math. Good thing my instinct was right. Always order extra. But man, I was pretty accurate on the time though. What did I say, like 2.5, 3 days? Well, at the moment it's 2.5 days, not quite over yet, so pretty good on that. You know, the dude who brings me sand, he thinks I'm like crazy or something for doing this work and not ordering a concrete truck. Well, yeah, I'm kind of crazy, but then again, I'm kind of saving a lot of money this way. I mean, do like a quick calculation here. I think I can like calculate the mass that I made, and then I can get the volume. So the first sand delivery was 15 tons. The second one was a bit bigger at 17 tons. Cement. Wow. I did use quite a bit of that thing. But it looks like about 2 pallets and some breadcrumbs remaining. It's like 2.5 pallets, I guess. About that, yeah. 2.4 tons. 38. Hey, 34. What next, my man? Oh, I have to have water as well. Alright, I'm like 1.5. About 36 tons, I would say, went into that slab. So we need to divide that with 2.4 and we get 15 cubic meters of concrete. So that's exactly two concrete trucks completely filled to the they don't fill concrete trucks all the way to the top, right? Like it's somewhere in the middle actually. So basically two solid concrete trucks. So one concrete truck delivery here, taxes and everything included, is 1,100 euros. So we need to do that twice, 2.2 grand. And for this I spent be right back. I have to do some intense math. Oh, holy hell, man. My head is about to explode. But I arrived at this number. 673 euros out of pocket. 2,200 minus 675, right? Something like that. So I saved like 1.5 grand in 3 days. 2.5 days. Yes. Man, just imagine what I could buy for that amount of money. Dude. I could buy an entire truckload of screws, for example. Would be set for life. But guys, no, it's not really that hard. Yeah. 2.5 days to board this. It's not that bad. I mean, back is a bit sore. Arms are broken, but other than that everything works pretty good. You know, if the setup is nicely set up correctly, then it's not bad mixing the cement yourself. I mean, the platform was very helpful. It gave me this height advantage, so I could use the chute and let the gravity do its thing, carry the concrete further down the road. Yeah, I'm not gonna demolish this right now. I'm gonna keep it. This would definitely help me on my next concrete project as well. Yeah, about the new mixer. I guess it works. I don't know. I haven't really have anything bad to say about it at the moment after all these days. I guess time will tell how it will. Well, I kinda hate one thing. Yeah, see that? That happens way too much. Now, I do have a lot of these different size natural stones in the sand deliveries, which the guy brings me. There's actually quite a bit of those in there. Now, I didn't have this issue with the last mixer, the Optimix model. No rocks were getting stuck between the paddles, but this was just a constant problem, I noticed. And not just bigger rocks right there, but there's even smaller rocks right there. Same on the other paddle. That's like the only, you can even see one here. Even stuff like this getting stuck. Yeah, but that's like the only negative. Mis asja siin juhtus? Mida? Pekki, noh. But yeah, apart from that, I think this thing will serve me well. I'm not really a very good cleaner, you know. I'm gonna suck at it, honestly. The diesel thing did kind of work, but then the spray bottle broke for no reason. I don't even know what happened, man. The stupid hose inside the thing. It's just left the building, I don't know. Look at that. Developed a hole. Actually, many of them. All over the place. I don't know what this garbage is made out of. Maybe it doesn't tolerate diesel. But that kind of makes no sense. It should definitely work with diesel as well. But I don't know. This is not the first time this has happened. The other cheap spray bottle that I have, exactly the same issue. But I can't remember if it was diesel or something else. I just installed some type of replacement hose for it, and this thing seems to work a lot better. So I'm gonna do the same thing for that. I don't want to throw the thing away because of a stupid cheap Chinese hose, which will break if you blow on it. Look at that guy. Works a lot better. Don't need this condom. Look at that. I think I'm gonna get screwed sideways soon. The weather apes, they told me that we're gonna get a massive rainstorm by the end of the day. I took the risk though. I really wanted to finish today, but maybe it wasn't worth it if we're gonna get like a major rainstorm later. Hopefully it's gonna go somewhere else, but can't really control that. Maybe by the time it arrives the concrete has cured up enough. Hopefully. Cure faster, bro. Water is coming. By the way, look at that. Those stupid mafia cats, man. I swear, while I was pouring up on the ramp, they were just sitting there on the mud. All 7 of them. They were probably chatting amongst themselves. Who's gonna be the first one to step on it? Look at that. Cats are like magnets when it comes to wet cement. But anyway. You know, I was kind of debating maybe I should end the video now. But I think I'm gonna postpone it a little bit longer. You know, maybe we could at least sort out all the concrete related illnesses. At least then we can do the next thing. I figured I'm gonna do that ramp part as well in this video. I mean, how hard can it be? It's pretty easy overall. Just need to do a lot of work. Gonna need to order a new sand delivered though. The guy told me he's gonna deliver it tomorrow. But I figured I'm gonna put it next to the Joseph instead, because I definitely don't need like a full load for the ramp build. And then some of it will probably remain here, which would most likely bother me. So I'm gonna get this junk out of here and then try to put whatever is left over there here, so the next sand delivery can nicely be put here. you will get to see more of me hitting sticks into the ground. I mean, I always assumed that's why you're here. Kind of obvious. Oh yeah. My sneaky bastard. Look at this guy. I assumed there's more. Dude, don't you just hate when that happens? Give me my screw back. Mis sa magad? Tee tööd. I'm kind of trying to figure out how wide I need the ramp to be. I probably don't need it as wide as the other thing. I mean, that's pretty wide, maybe a bit too much. Maybe it's not serious. Looks pretty. Hopefully it's not gonna get any worse. I mean, rain like this is basically like mist. It does not cause any issues on the wet concrete, but you know, if we get like hail and stuff like that, then I'm screwed. But about the width, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it as wide as that. That is just, well, it's good there, you know, for the giveaways and stuff, but don't definitely need it here. Maybe like 3 meters should do. That should be 5 over there, maybe even 6. No, it's only 4.5 meters. Huh. I thought it was more. You wanna work for a living? Stop screwing around. I think let's do 4 meters. It's a bit smaller. Plus I can't start at the corner. Well, I can, but there's gonna be a post at the corner, so that's gonna eat up some valuable ramp space. Maybe I should do the same size then, 4.5. Stupid rain. All this bothering me. You know what? Whatever. Let's do the same size as the other one. Then they will even further match up. Yeah, I wanna work, but the stupid rain. Wait a minute. Dude, I can use the excavator. Work with this. I'm sure glad I did not throw this crap away. Look at that. Oh, other way. Look at that. Let's go order the concrete truck. What is that guy doing there? Look at that, man. What a spry. You know, nails I can somewhat tolerate. They're relatively made out of soft steel, but screws, dude. Yeah, screws are made out of screwy steel, so they will literally screw the chain up pretty fast. ramp finished, man. I wonder if my e-bike would be able to drive up there now. Oh, by the way, Joseph is a great wall to push stuff against. There's no way I'm pushing that thing away. This was a good idea. Anyone want to buy some tiles? Whoops. It slipped, sorry. Let's try again. Anyone want to buy some really nice tiles? Look at that, oh my god. What a nink cup poop. Sorry, that was on purpose. Now we got some floor dye here. It has a scratch. Also it's broken. And these are the floor dyes. Yeah. Floor dyers, guys. Floor dyers, guys. No? It's premium stuff. Look at that, guys. Still got at least one remaining. Oh man. It broke for no reason. Kuradi! That hurt. I had a little stupid moment, but guess it's fine. Stupid gets what stupid does. Maybe it's too soon. What's the word? Impatient. That's what I am. Can't even wait proper amount of time. I think that's about it. Honestly, it should be a pretty solid ramp, much like on the other side. Maybe that one was a bit more beefier, but I'm sure this will handle girouettes as well. But I'm never gonna drive up this ramp with the girouettes. The shed is not gonna be that tall. Yeah, so I'm gonna set up my mixing setup and then let's just kind of finish this bore. One side will be a bit wider than the other. It was just kind of easier this way, but it's not a problem. I can use that 3 meter long thing on this side. So yeah, I'm gonna set up my setup now and then let's just kind of finish this thing. I think I'm gonna get screwed, and not in a fun way. And that guy over there. Maybe I'm just gonna do the base right now. Then if it rains, then I don't need to really worry about the surface quality. Oh man, stupid rain. Now I'm stuck here. What can we do here? I'm gonna go pee. Looks like we're all good. The cloud went somewhere over there. I guess I got lucky. I guess the cloud just against wide side swiped us. So I'm gonna continue now. Now I still have a little bit of time left today, but I think I'm gonna postpone it until tomorrow. Dude, I'm just afraid it's gonna start raining. Yeah, it just kind of looks very sketchy at the moment. Especially that area over there. And right there. Currently the clouds are moving from there to there. So that guy definitely will come here. And I'm not really sure what's the deal with that dude over there. Now if it starts raining, then at least I can like throw something on here, but might be a bit problematic covering the entire thing up. So I'm just gonna pick this up tomorrow. Hopefully it's gonna be a bit better weather. Guess I made the right call. And it started raining really heavily about 30 minutes past midnight. So I just kind of ran outside and grabbed something along the way to draw it on the bed. Not sure if it helped or not. No, I think we're good. No, not even hail can damage that anymore. But yeah, I have to wait until we get some better weather so I could finish that side. I hate if weather ruins my plans, but that's fine. Gonna go do something else. Oh, you wanna come with me? Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so it's the next day now. Couldn't do anything yesterday. Dude, it bored well, it bored the entire day. It was so bad. But the weather monkeys have said that we should get like a 5-hour window now. So maybe I can quickly do this pour, put something on it, and then I don't have to worry about this anymore. At least this bed not get ruined. Although there are these weird cracks that have developed now. It's not a lot of them, but there's maybe like 10 of them. They're not very long as well, maybe that long. Yeah. This is kind of new to me because this did not happen when I was making the bigger ramp. No cracks developed there, but here for some reason and clearly there is some type of stress crack, obviously. So I can't really leave this like so. I need to seal the cracks somehow before winter hits anyway. Don't really want any water in those cracks, that's for sure. But now let's focus on this. Try to just quickly fill the box. This thing on? Ooh. Quick, damn it. That's better. That is a lot better. Check it out guys, my bed is finished. Little junior bed, do that over there. They look so alike, man. Maybe I should park Joseph on this one. But man, where I'm gonna put the firewood then? Yeah, I can't do that. Sorry. But you know, I think I'm pretty happy how this came out. I think size-wise, it should be about the same as the old shed was. Oh, by the way, yeah, about the crack situation. There are no cracks formed on these two sides, so I'm not really sure what went wrong with that situation, because nothing happened here. Also nothing happened there, so I don't know, that's kind of new to me. I'm sure some of you guys have something to add about that situation. But you know, about 4 days, yeah, it took me about 4 days with the ramp to finish the bore. Not the worst. But anyway guys, I don't think I have really much left to add. Got this part finished now, and the next step would be to start building the shed framework itself, you know, posts, beams and stuff like that. And we also probably will get to play around with the sawmill a bit, because I only have one long beam and I need to make the rest. And then, super mom. Yeah, but you know, that's all in the next video. However, I think I'm gonna take a little pause from the sawmill. I need to go. Actually, I wanna go clean up the barn. Just spend a little bit time there. I'm thinking about a couple of weeks. Then the concrete should nicely cure up, and we can continue the build. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. Bye bye.